Hello, this is me. I'm just doing a short video on how I always made my sigils. And as you can see, the equipment is quite old. I damaged my old copiator or scan or whatever it was, since this is so old that it melts in the, what is it called, the thing where you can get papers out from the computer and print out. But anyhow, I bought this film, and it is see-through, and then you have to have these special pencils that stayed on the plastic. And then I pulled this one out like, let's see, here. And I took the color that I used and traced it around, and then I cut this out, and then I could tape it into my book of shadows, or I mostly use these on mirrors, so I can have done for all the angels. They have different, I put them on the mirror where I scry, both black mirrors. Then I use a slightly different color so that it's color that glows. I don't know the name of that, but there's some pen that makes it glow in the darkness. And then it's a very small one that I put on the black mirror. And then when I go out and about, since I love doing rituals outside, and so that's when I don't use makeup, and I think this is from the 90s when I went to a wedding. But anyhow, I made a sigil in on this plastic, and then I had different sigils all cut out to fit into the box with a mirror, and then I had a sigil there, and I could put a little tea light there, and then I had the whole ritual with me in my back pocket. I always wear jeans, so I like this, that you can slide straight into the pocket. And then I'm going to show you what my own horrible scribbles look like. So you can see why I buy books with, these are one of my really, really old ones. This is from the 70s, 80s, when I tried to do things. And here's something from when I was about 12 years, 13 years. And this is a very old book. And it's bad paper, it keeps going. And here's how I try to trace it, and since my eyesight's gotten so bad that I just gave up, and my man has been doing them, and then we cut out the pages and I will glue them into here. So that was how I make the sigils and use them. Then I also had this idea that I show you how I work with the sigils. I covered the name of the angel here. Where is my... so that you can see which angel it is. So I think that this is all quite all right. And then I need this. And since it's very important to know that you have the right angel or right spirit, so for me it happens that when it's activated, these things start to glow, like these ones can glow like this. I don't have visual angels, but I see glowing, or some of the letters might glow. And what happens to me when I always use a true sigil, that when the spirit, when I demand, are you this spirit? And they have to tell, it turns out in a wrong color. And so far through these years, that I got different colors. I might have 3 colors coming up in a sigil for, like say that I see gold, purple and red for some angel. And that appears within the sigil in those colors, and if it's an intruder, then it comes like, say, it's in like a rainbow. Then it's the wrong angel, wrong spirit. And that's the things I never write down in my grimoire, since I'm of the old belief that the spirits, they can't read your mind, but they can see what you've written in the past in the book. So what colors shows up in which sigil, personally for me, that's the thing that I never write down in a grimoire, since you have to learn it and connect yourself. And then no spirit can spy on me and look at, so they can't impose with how Michael thought me from the beginning. So that was how I use a sigil like that. And there's always, even if I don't have a verbal communication or anything of that kind, I do many rituals and there's no need to have full evocations happening all the time. It's the things that get done. But it's the same thing here. I see lights. Sometimes it gets like black smoke. Sometimes I can get light green mist. Sometimes there can be like floating characters of these letters, and sometimes there's hardly nothing at all, but often there is like one or two or some that just lit up, maybe like in that corner, and then I get one here, or so it can go dark for a very long time, and then there's something appearing that can move in a very strange way sometimes, and sometimes it forms a sigil that I can recognize, but most often it's just something little that shows that I'm connected. And that was all about how, since I don't have the great grimoires with me when I'm out doing about, so that's why I always take the sigil with me when I do the rituals, since when I speak to the sigil and do the invocations and all that, then I get the feeling from the sigil that when I ask who are you, then it comes clear. So that was all for now, and something that I once did as a young, I cut out these sigils and put them on the lampshade. So I got this on the wall, and that was very fun when I was about 18. So, or if you can write with a black pen or a lampshade, or cut it out white and leave whatever you weigh, so you can get it either light or dark, and look at it on the wall. It felt very magical for me when I was young. So this was some magical old style tricks, and have a magical day. Bye for now.